These young people that I spent 2 years, and since then even more, this close to them all the time, with an average age of mid-20s, they did not perceive the Libertarian Party as being as libertarian as they had been helping Ron Paul. A lot of these guys were anarchists. Heck, they didn't even vote. You know, where did this passion come from? And if you didn't see it, or you weren't part of it, I don't know where you were, because this thing was everywhere. And it had one trait. There was no one in charge. I did that intentionally. I'll give you an example. I would go up to a meetup that oftentimes is, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 times the size of this. And they go, oh, Ernest Hancock, the creator of blah, blah, blah. And you'll go, yay! And I come up and I go, who are the sign makers? That's all I want to know. Who are the sign makers? And there'd always be some young people over in the corner and stuff, and they go, well, we came here to make signs. You're not making signs? I thought you were going to make signs. Because they saw it on the internet, they wanted to make signs. The older people would look at it and they're, well, you know, you got to get a permit to put the sign up or something. Never occurred to these young people that they're going to get permission slip from the man to give a finger to the man. Wasn't even on their radar. Why are we trying to beat that out of them? Why do we want to look for forms to fill out? A lot of the Libertarian Party is about McCain, Feingold. I ran against them. You know how many hundreds of thousands of dollars that I personally know of that went through this revolution thing? How many millions? Campaigns will spend tens of millions of dollars just to give the false impression that they have a grassroots organization that Ron Paul had for nothing. That was probably, what, $40 million went into this campaign? How much do you think was spent outside the campaign? That much? 10 times that much? A lot. There was unlimited things that were done because they didn't have anyone to ask permission from. They just did it. There was no structure. There was no permission. You know how many graphics they have? Libertarian Party has how many logos or graphics in support of us? I don't know, a few. How many was there for Ron Paul? A lot of them didn't even say Ron Paul. It was unleash the freedom advocacy in the individual activist. That is what you need to do. That is what you need to inspire. That is what's going to change the world. Seriously, I mean, do you think by having something on a piece of paper and our bylaws and platform? I was in Portland when they stripped the platform. And I remember saying, I started running for national chair in 2004. As a talk show host, I got tired of making excuses to the LP when they started saying things about, you know, well, the war in Afghanistan, okay, a little war here's good, a little bit, I'm going, you know, that I'm done. You know, either I abandon it or I go and try and save it. And save what? The party? The definition of the word libertarian. What does it mean? It's real simple. You know, the world is not that complex. There are those that just want to be left alone, and there are those that just won't leave them alone. They try and make it more complicated than that, but it's not. And if you express that to young people, you think they don't get it. They get it. You use this in your campaign, man. Just want to be left alone, just won't leave them alone. Man, amen, brother. They understand that more than anything else. If you advocate for that, who's not going to support you? Even if they don't vote for you, they support the concept. You've infected them. That's why these movies that you see here, let me tell you a little bit about Freedom's Phoenix. It was born out of all this. In 1994, we had our first, when I first became county chairman of the Libertarian Party then, I'm like, you know, we're butt whipping. Now, I'm not doing this else, we're butt whipping. We're not backing down. So a lot of us, you know, like 20 of us or so, that let's go kick butt. And it just exploded from there. We got a AB Dick 360 printing press. It's an old offset printing press. That was the beginning of our equipment. Now we have cutters and folders and a printing press, 6-head silk screen with conveyor dryers, a fully functional video studio, all kinds of goodies, man. Jon Stewart, Daily Show don't got nothing on us. We have a fully stocked and equipped with all the goodies, including thousands of dollars worth of remote equipment for the radio show and on 2 national syndicated networks. We have sign production. We have office space. We have all this in the Freedom's Phoenix workshop. It's not headquarters. It's not a honeycomb hideout. It's a workshop. You know, you come here, you're either working or you're helping somebody work. Because if you're not, then you're in somebody's way. So we have a lot of people doing all kinds of projects. You know, camera fraud. I mean, we're going up against this camera thing. And why do you think, where did it start on the freeways? In Arizona? Yeah, we're free. You know, we're the freedom-oriented kind of people, and we come after this stuff, but that, you know, that just means that if you got 50 nails, estates, and a 2x4, which one does the government hit the hammer on? The one that's sticking up the most. Here they come, Arizona. Here comes Napolitano. You know? I got so many Napolitano stories. We have been on the front lines in this battle for a long time. My advocacy for running for LNC chair is this. If we do not inspire this next generation coming up to do whatever it is that they want, maintain the definition of libertarianism, serve the individual, you're not going to have the Libertarian Party as the entity that represents the fight for freedom. They will do it themselves. They will pick something else. I mean, when they did Campaign for Liberty, I knew it wasn't going to be a threat to the LP. Because it's going to be perceived as Republican, it's going to be a top-down structure thing. There's going to be all these kind of, you know, precinct and districts and all that kind of, it fell into the same thing. Dr. Paul wanted me to be involved in that, brought us to Washington, man, I got all kinds of schmoozing. And I'm going, no, I know where this goes. Where all collectives go. It's the individual. The Libertarian Party is the best hope for America's freedom that I know of. I can't contemplate something else, but there will be something else if the LP does not serve the individual. These activists, this power, this money, this passion, this inspiration is everywhere. I see it all. That's why I come here.